One of the most common procedures that we follow in fertility practice is IUI. Lots of people have a lot of doubts about IUI process. They're always of the misconception that if they're going for an IUI, only a donor sperms will be used. Do we need to take rest? What is the type of food we can take? Is climbing stairs allowed? Are we allowed to move at all? Is travel okay? So this video is being made to clarify and give you good information about IUI. I'm Dr. Padmaja from Padmaja Clinic, Vijayawada, and I have been in this field of fertility practice for the past 25 years. IUI is a process in which the forward motile normal sperms of the men are separated from the entire semen volume, given in a very small quantity in an Eppendorf tube. They are loaded into a gentle catheter, and this catheter is used to go through the vagina, the cervical canal, and insemination of the semen sample is done into the uterine cavity when there is a good follicular growth and ovulation is triggered and the oocyte is residing in the fallopian tube and waiting for these sperms to swim through and come. It is done so that maximum number of motile sperms are released and have an opportunity to meet the oocyte which is ready for fertilization. Exact timing of IUI after a rupture is not necessary because sperms live for 1 day and even the oocyte lives for 1 day, and we just need to have an overlap of this timing. Complete bed rest is absolutely not necessary. Immediately after the IUI process, the woman can go home. We advise them to continue their daily normal activities because being in complete rest, not having any distractions, increases the stress and in fact decreases the pregnancy rates. We advise women to continue with their normal sexual life. Long gap between the ejaculations of the men is not also advised. They can do all their normal activities as long as they do not have excessive pain. Rest is only advised when we have a risk of hyperstimulation. Food in moderation is what we tell them to have, and most of the times it is the husband sperms only that are processed and used unless there is a specific consent and the couple want to go for a donor insemination. The success rates depend upon the oocyte quality, the sperm quality, and the processing lab. Because the lab procedures are standardized, it is essentially the age of the woman, their general health status, how many motile sperms come at the end of the processing, and how many oocytes are being released that makes the success rate. When they are on medications, the success rates are usually around 8 to 10%. When they are on injections, the success rates jump up to 15 to 20%. Complications with this procedure are very few. They occur only when there are multiple eggs, multiple ovulations, risk of hyperstimulation is there with injections, risk of multiple pregnancies is there. In a well processed IUI, there is hardly any chance of infection. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any doubts, do write it down in the comment box and we will get back to you. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.